A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Another run now for Nwangu. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run into Nwangu.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 14. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On play action, here's Williams.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Play action. Now Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw is Williams. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second and 9. To throw, it's Williams. He's got Allen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. A final shot before break. McCarthy. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. To the air, Williams. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion left goes Allen.
Here's Williams.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running left, Mason. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Rolling to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. from 13 yards out.
And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
McCarthy off the play fake.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To the air with McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Williams.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen from 3 yards out.
And the Bears have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Bears 26, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Addison hauls it in.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Vikings first down.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the right goes Mason. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Bears.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Cam Akers from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
So it's the Bears who come away with the victory, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise, and he really willed his guys to the victory.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they will fall to 1-1.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.